So, what are we gonna do tonight, O.C.G?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertrum. Take over YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for REVEIL. So, dear viewer, if you wouldn't mind, don't you dare forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. So, REVEIL released on the 6th of March, and this game is described as a narrative-focused, psychological thriller, horror game thing. Have you played games like PT or Layers of Fear, dear viewers? You have? Well, then you don't need to play this game. Thank you and good night. Fine, I'll give you a little bit more than that. So basically, story, REVEIL. You wake up, your wife is missing, your daughter is missing. You all work in the circus or some such nonsense. You walk around your apartment. Suddenly the apartment turns into the circus itself. You explore the circus. Scary shit starts to happen. There's jump scares galore. You have to solve puzzles. One minute you're in a forest, the next you're riding on a ghost train. Then you're back in your bloody apartment exploring the same shit you've already explored, solving the same puzzles you've already solved. Then it's on to more spooky shit, more jump scares, more puzzles, more walking around. If you played a first-person horror game in the last, 10 to 15 years, then I'm sure I don't have to tell you what this game is all about. And outside of the story itself, which is quite intriguing at times, and a particularly inventive twist that's introduced in the final 10 to 20 minutes of the game, this is your bog standard, run-of-the-mill, first-person horror game bollocks. Now, if you're a fan of bollocks, I mean first-person horror game bollocks, as quite a lot of you probably are, and I myself was a big fan of bollocks, I mean first-person horror bollocks at one point, then I'm sure you'll get some enjoyment out of this game. It's on the PlayStation Store, it's probably available on the bloody Nintendo Switch and the bloody Xbox One or whatever the hell it's called, and the PPC. So if you're intrigued by this game, you like horror games, then fine, go and buy this one. It'll take you about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to finish, and then you can get on with the rest of your life. So therefore, I declare that REVEIL is pretty standard first-person horror bollocks. I don't really know how else to describe it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my totally not improvised review for REVEIL. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.